Hello once again. In our last video, I spoke about the feeling of safety and unsafety that guides the way we enter into relationships and live our lives. I asked you to notice how you feel when you enter a new context. So following on from that question is, do you have the possibility, do you have the time, the awareness to manage and make choices that will serve your relationships better than when you feel safe or unsafe, certain or uncertain? So much is changing so very fast. What was certain yesterday is being questioned today. There's so much knowledge that we have to keep up with. Wow, it's exhausting. Nicholas Yanni teaches that if we look at our education from a very early age, we're programmed and conditioned to live within what he calls a very narrow bandwidth. This narrow bandwidth is our rational mind, which wants to reduce everything to certainties, wants to control everything. And this mind is great for creating Zoom conferencing, a vaccine for coronavirus, and even new business ideas. But as we all know, we're living in an environment and times where it's less and less possible to control everything. So that raises the question, what do we need to do? What do we need to do inside ourselves to move to a bigger bandwidth? In other words, is there more available to us than just our rational thinking? Another way of putting this is that we may find ourselves caught up in doing, fixing and solving. And of course, that's hugely important. What's missing though is being. And highly successful know in every field how to integrate the connection between being and doing. The secret, I believe, to breaking the spell of doing is a committed, contemplative, or meditative practice. So one thing to begin noticing is, how rushed do you feel? How much can you move through your day being in whatever it is that you're doing, giving your attention and giving your presence? If you're with someone for 2 minutes, do they feel that you're with them? Are you really listening about something? Are you thinking about something else or waiting to go somewhere else? Thomas Hübl teaches that availability radiates presence. And we see this with our intimate partners, with our children, with friends, with colleagues. When we're really available, it immediately creates an intimacy and a feeling of real connectedness. The more we drop into our bodies and our emotional worlds, the more we have space for creativity, clarity and confidence to arise. We consume more information than we can digest. We need space to contemplate and to process our lives and our experiences. In order to do that, we need to include more of our availabilities, or what abilities, shall I say, more what's available to us and our inner resources. Some people do this through exercise. More and more are doing it through meditation or walking in nature. Regular prayer is also a great way to connect to yourself. Any contemplative practice that you can relax into will help you create more of the space you need. Mindfulness is a congruency and a presencing of our current perception. It's being in touch with what I'm feeling and what's going on inside, and the gross perception of what's outside, the room I'm in, the temperature, the sounds I hear, what I smell. All the contemplative arts basically teach us how to really be available in this current moment and in this current possibility. It doesn't matter how you choose to do this. What really matters is that you do this regularly to free yourself from this narrow bandwidth and expand your capabilities by noticing your feelings in your body as well as in your emotional world. A moment of mindfulness in a busy day, in a coffee shop, walking to the next meeting, waiting for a train, will take you to a deeper inner space. will help you to clarify what's actually happening in your inner world right now. And it brings a certain amount of relaxation and grounding. And now I would like to share my screen with you. Just go into my screen. I'd like to summarize what we've said and give you an activity till we meet again. So for us to live a healthy life, we need to practice and create inner space and presence in order to process the complexity of our life if we wish for our lives to be better. If our minds are filled with information and there's less inner space and availability, the more likely we are to always be reacting rather than responding to the circumstances of our life. Reactivity is acting before feeling. Responding is action informed by feeling. And finally, what can you do to help yourself? So I invite you to reflect on, what's your practice around your ability to be present? What's your practice around creating space for yourself? And how available are you when you communicate? Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. And I'll see you in my last video where I'm going to share how we actually bring everything I've taught into community, how we do this when we are actually with people all the time. Thanks for watching.